Welcome, everyone, to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hokies will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Eagles offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Grab behind the line. It's Bond. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man, everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down because defensively...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The running back has it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. He's looking downfield to throw. Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Virginia Tech's offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Virginia Tech, 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. From the gun, the ground game. Hits him with a stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on second down. It's a draw. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Drones. A little screen to the running back. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Tootin.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll throw on third down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It is good! And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. He's loose. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. Open space at the 25. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Inside a minute to play here in the first half. Might we get a touchdown before the break after all? Finds his man. It's Bond. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Coming after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And that was like the quarterback was just caught in a slow-moving vice, and eventually it squeezed him.
And listen, I like the call. I like to be aggressive. I know I can go for it on fourth down because we're going to do that anyways. It's just what we do. It's really fun, and I get to score more points when I get to do it. But when I see it's not there, throw the football away. Don't take the sack.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket, and that time, he was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the first down.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. The sure hands. It's Franklin. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. This Boston College offense has it working. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Shoots it to the left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Discards him with the stiff arm. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Boston College! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Western Kentucky delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Bowling Green. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout CUSA. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Using the quick game. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Hokies want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Drones. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They'll throw it on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Pocket starts to collapse. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Offense getting set for first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a crease. It's Robichaux. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Number 35, on to punch.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He'll bring it back. It's Lane. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To throw, it's Drones. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
So that's going to